Good morning, and would you look at that, dry roads, which means one thing: canyon weather. Good morning, sports fans, welcome to the channel. My name is Tommy if you're new here, and if you're not, then welcome back. Those eagle-eyed viewers that return to the channel amongst you will notice something different about me today. Yes, I've had a shave and I look 20 years younger. No, it's not that. I've worn a new helmet, and yes, it's exactly the same as the old helmet, just that it's a size large and not a size medium. A few weeks ago I bought a new winter school cap, keep my head warm on the cooler rides, and I put my medium helmet on top of it and it didn't fit. So I got measuring, and I realised that for the last 9 years, the last 3 cask helmets I've had have been size medium, and turns out too small for my head. So I'm now rocking a large, exactly the same. The new updated design, the Proton icon, feels comfy, it's nice. We are 7 miles in, heading along the road here out towards Luton, Polebrook area, outside on the outskirts of Peterborough. We've got a 40-mile, 42-mile route planned. So let's crack on and let's keep going. We are on the Hemmington Road, heading into Hemmington now. We've done 10.5 miles of this ride, so we're about a quarter of the way through. And do you know what? We are gliding along. Getting back out on a summer bike with the deep section wheels. Oh god, this bike's effortless. I could just pedal and it goes, compared to my winter bike. It's a nice change from being on your winter steed or your mountain bike all winter. Talking of you guys that return to the vlogs and watch them, there's a high percentage of you that don't actually subscribe to the channel. So I'd really appreciate it if you could just hit that subscribe button down below, do me a favour and help me on my goal, or get into my goal of 1,000 subscribers on the channel. Appreciate that if you could. Anyway, onwards and upwards, 10.7 miles. We'll head into Hemmington, and then through Hemmington we're going to take a left while we dodge this crazy pothole road. Ah! There it is, that beautiful thing in the sky we've all missed for the last 6 months. As cyclists that like to get out early and get a ride in, see the mist come off the fields. We've finally got some sunshine back, hopefully, and that means summer is getting even closer for us to get out and enjoy them long days in the saddle. Right, we are in Luddington in the Brook, and we're going to take a right turn here towards Thurning. Turning to Thurning. Yeah, right just here. The flies. In to Thurning. How do you say it, Tommy? Come on, Thurning. I think one of these bends around here might be where we went out in the winter bikes a few months ago, and I had my picture taken by Jake for my thumbnail. I'll put the video on the screen now of that ride, but I'm pretty certain one of these corners here somewhere is where a set of trees are that look lovely in autumn. There we go, that car's parked in front of them with the bench, but there's no leaves on it. But if you look back at the thumbnail I put on screen, you'll see the difference. Oh, I suppose the next time we come this way, they might be green when the summer gets here. Me and Jake have noticed quite a few of these yellow arrows on the signpost, and we've just been past the village hall in Thurning, where there was a load of high five banners and some staff waiting with bananas and supplements. So whether there's a sportif or something on around this way, I don't know, but maybe we'll come across a big herd of cyclists soon. We are nearly 15 miles into the ride. It is 9:32 in the morning. We've been out just less than an hour, and we are eating up the miles today. 15 miles in. It's going to be about 42 today. We're going to head up this way through Clopton, through Titchmarsh, across to Thrapston. We'll make a decision in Thrapston if we stop for a coffee and a cake, or maybe just a coffee. I think my Garmin just said left turn. So I used Garmin Connect to create a course for today's ride, because some of it I don't know which way to go, and this is telling me to go left, which probably makes sense. I can't remember it from when plotting it yesterday, but yeah. Now I feel like we were going towards Titchmarsh. This is wrong.
Well, if we go that way, and see the junction down
Take
there.
the left there, that's Titchmarsh, yeah. This says
so right then left brings us to Titchmarsh.
which is the way I think I was supposed to go. So maybe I've done this course wrong, but it takes us to the same place, so we're going right.
Yeah.
Morning, boys! Well, we're on the route that I wanted to be on, but according to the Garmin, we are off course. I think once we get to the end of this road and we take a right at the end here towards Titchmarsh, we should be back on course, according to the Garmin, but this is definitely the way I want to go. So, we're not lost, which is good news, and we're not losing out on many miles, because I think that other turn it was trying to take us on back there wasn't where I wanted to go. We're back on course! It says course found, we're not lost. That's the good news. The bad news is Jay thinks he's just got a P word, puncture. Fingers crossed it self-seals. Let's crack on. We have done 18.3 miles. So nearly halfway through today's ride. Let's crack on, head up this way towards Titchmarsh and Thrapston. I've cycled through Titchmarsh before, many moons ago, but you forget how picturesque and nice it is with the cottages and the thatched roofs, telephone box, church, the little green areas like you get there in the villages of the UK. Titchmarsh shop and coffee shop there by the looks of it. We'll continue past the school and past the church and hopefully remain en route and not get lost. We'll head over the roundabout here and into Thrapston. That was Thrapston, a small little market town on the outskirts of Peterborough. Coming into a place called Old Winkle. Any old Winkles in the comments down below. We have just been past Waddenhoe. We're on our way into Oundle via Stoke Door, which will come up soon. We are 27.5 miles into the ride and it's gorgeous. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the carbon wheels are gliding along the roads. I'll use this point in the video to remind you of one of my recent videos where I asked for your help, and those that watch the channel regularly know that I'm planning for my 100th video on YouTube riding 100 miles. Now I haven't ridden 100 miles since 2013, so I'm going to need some help. So if any of you guys that are in the Cambridgeshire, Huntingdon, Northants or anywhere else in the country and you want to come up or down and come and ride 100 miles with me, then keep an eye on the channel. I'll start talking about a route and planning a route and thinking about where we're going to go, and then a date hopefully, and try and tie it in with my 100th video. So leave a like, leave a comment below if that's something you fancy joining me on. Into Stoke Doyle.
House dog.
Yeah, I might buy that one when I make it on YouTube or win the lottery. Maybe I'll buy that one just there. Yeah, quite nice.
Yes, I like the conservative.
Will you come over for tea?
Yes.
Yeah. We're now coming into the back end of Oundle, somewhere you've seen plenty of times in the vlogs before. We'll head over this little bridge just here and cut around the back lanes of Oundle to avoid going through the town centre. But we are, when my directional thing on my Garmin has disappeared, we're 30 miles exactly into the ride, or just over slightly, but that means we've got 10 of or maybe 12-ish to get ourselves home. But coffee first. We've just cycled through Oundle, taken a right as you've just seen, and we're now on the Cotterstock Road on our route back into Peterborough. We will head through Fotheringhay and our usual route back in via Elton, back onto Oundle Road. 31.5 miles in. Morning. There we are into Fotheringhay on our home stretch back in. 34.5 miles exactly. The legs are burning a little bit now. We are now coming up into the back end of Elton, over the bridge, over the river, past the Rosie and Jim boats, and we'll head into Elton here. We've got 2 climbs, or drags should I say, out of Elton. Well, one out of Elton and then one on the Oundle Road, and then we are 37 miles into the ride. The legs are starting to feel a little bit stiff now, and that's just because I hadn't ridden this distance in a long time. But with that 100-mile ride coming up that I mentioned earlier, I've got to start upping the mileage, getting these legs used to pushing on for longer distances. But yeah, into Elton, a drag out of Elton, a drag up Oundle Road, and then we'll get some coffee. And Jake will be happy. Coffee! Because it's my turn. Oh, I'm catching my breath back. It's been a bit of a time lapse, or a jump in time since Elton, but we literally just went quite hard up the Elton Road, taking it in turns. Jake's just towed me for the last bit, and I am feeling it. We are just cutting through the housing estate. We're going to grab a coffee at our usual Starbucks, just because it's convenient. And by the time we get to coffee, it's going to be 42 miles. It's my turn to buy the coffee today, so Jake can find a seat. I'll get inside and get queuing. That was bloody lovely, that coffee today. Right, we are 43 miles into the ride, a little bit left to go before we get home, and this has been my longest ride in a while. I'm sure the legs are going to ache tomorrow morning, but I'm going to get home now, chuck a protein shake down me, and hopefully that starts the recovery process, ready for when I'm on the bike next. Can I just say thanks for watching? It's always appreciated. And as mentioned in all my outros, if you like the videos, please hit that like button, and do me a favour and help me out, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everyone has a good weekend and a good week ahead. See you soon.